Hey, yo, what's going on, bro? Once again, bros, women, bronies, and packages. This is the one, the only, of course, Mr. Nintendo Sun Free 2011 AK Cruising Guide 2009. Of course, you guys know this channel. Before again, check out freenow.com. Of course, Trouble Network Suits.net. If any of you want official channel banner design or picture specifically made just for you guys, all the other good stuff. I'll put links to all the social media, of course, in accounts in the description box down below, just in case any people are interested in that partnership, best partnership I've ever had. All the good stuff. Once again, and to be quiet. That's probably how it's gonna have to be for the next 3 to 4, maybe 6 months, for a little while until spring comes around because everyone likes to go to sleep here early. I don't know why. My roomies like doing that. I'm the only one that's kind of like nocturnal half the time, to put it in better words and phrases and references. But anyways, without further ado, let's begin. Let's get in. Let's go. So today, actually not today, but couple days ago, I actually heard about this through GameSpot, but this was from another article I heard from WCCFetch.com. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. So, yeah, it goes on to state Gabe Newell is confident of a Steam machine can outperform consoles at similar prices or lower. This is only like 3 days ago, so it's very, very recent. It's a very long article. I don't know if I'm going to read the whole thing or just half of it, but hopefully, I have to do a second part in this, but if I do, apologies in advance. You know how that goes. So it says Gabe Newman, the founder CEO of Valve, however you say it. I think most people just call it Valve. Spoke with the developer recently on whether the Steam machine really had merit and will always be a viable decision in a console and Windows-based PC gaming market. It's no surprise that Gabe is confident in the successor's sexless Steam machine, but even more that the value can be seen as compared to a console at similar prices. Can the Steam machine be replaced for a console for many? A Steam machine is essentially an open source console that runs Valve open source Ubuntu. I'm probably saying that wrong. Ubuntu, based on the OS, is heavily living room focused. It has been built around the already successful big picture model, just changing the underlying OS of something different and free, so as to the help of the total system cost. Hardware can then become anything you can dream of for the integrated systems literally built into the entertainment center, and then it goes on quotation marks, if you're that type of modder, and then unquote, to a simple small industrial looking box with enough power to underhood many of the games with the decent visual settings of 1080p and even 4K. It's a great way to extend PC gaming to the customization and upgradability that inherits the platforms. It already has been shown that even of a lower specification, that the pre-Steam machine's minuscule PC is very capable in gaming, more so than the Xbox One or PS4, with the decreased overhead that can be associated to the targeted OS, a good implementation of Vulkan, and driver support from AMD and NVIDIA, with it being more brought over and planned. Actually, no, yeah, there we go. NVIDIA could be a force to be reckoned with. Already, there are 1,397 games that are Steam OS compatible, with more being brought out and planned to be overlooked. And there's a little quote there. I'm not going to read that. It's about World of Warcraft. I honestly don't give a rat's ass about that MMORPG. I never have, never will. If you guys are into that, that's more power to you. For me, it never spoke to me. It never resonated with me well, and it kind of put me to sleep most of the time. I never really care for games like those very much. And there's some that I do, and then there's others that's just way too fucking over the top. And I'm not gonna pay $20 a month for a game I gotta keep playing over and over while I'll never finish ever. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that shit. On that little topic. So it is no surprise that Gabe is confident in his product, and it is certainly no surprise that he says that a Steam machine can be a cheaper and provide better performances, because it's true. Where the platform might fall down, however, is with controller support. The Steam controller, while a great first iteration and something that will no doubt be being proven by Valve and the community is not just the adequate when to compare. No, and it's not just adequate. There we go. When compared to the console's controllers availability. Fortunately, Linux distros with a kernel version of 3.17 and have greater control support than Xbox One supportive native to the OS. Development of the games of Linux isn't hard necessarily. It's just not precisely a booming skill that is going to be fully developed by developers. Oh, and finally, the best quote from the piece at the develop for many reasons. It highlights the fact that we can build to suit our own particular budgets, which might be lower known than the price of a console at the moment. This is kind of a choice isn't available on console. And then it goes to say what Gabe Newell said. I'm just quoting on this. I don't agree with them. Each person is going to have a different personality, different set. Personally, I'm going to buy a ridiculous expensive PCs for everything. But I'm stupid. Other people are going to be perfectly happy with something that allows them to take one device and spread it across a presentation surface in their own home. The televisions and monitors. So it's up to each person to decide what's best for them. Gabe Newman. And yeah. And there's just a whole bunch of comments and a whole bunch of other little hoopla there. I honestly don't care about. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions. Ugh. This is the thing with me. PC games, I didn't grow up with them because obviously I was way too fucking poor back in the day to get that shit. But I wasn't poor enough. Luckily, my fam at that time wasn't poor enough to give me SNESs and PS1s, PS2s, GameCubes, all that. Thank God I was able to have that. But unfortunately, I couldn't play violent games and all that shit, which kind of pissed me the hell off. But at the same time, it's like, why the hell am I doing this? It's like, it kind of sucked ass. But, not why am I doing this? Why is my fam doing this? But I digress. It is what it is. They raised me the right way. Anyways, where can I go on with this? It's $100 extra. It's like $450 instead of $350 with the Sony's PS4 and Microsoft's Xbox One. It's like, you're getting a way better deal with those consoles compared to this. Even though I honestly don't care for my Microsoft, you already know how I am about Xbox One. I'm not going to touch that subject at all. I've already talked about the Steam Machine and Steam Boy a few months ago, so that was only about, 3-4 months back. I think it was in July of August this past summer, when I was still moving in with a lot of the equipment and all that stuff. But anyways, and the last two things, this is the CEO, of course he's going to be behind his brand, and of course he's going to say nothing but good, professional, very structured, polished, with a polished with a, not with a knife, but polished with a handkerchief or something, and sealed it with a top and a bow tie and represented it to the best of his abilities. Obviously going to do that because, he's a CEO. He wants to look good and he wants to make a shit ton of money off of this. Obviously. I'm not going to say that, obviously, because they don't want to make the poor, the weaker people in this world, feel bad. But, whatever. I digress on that, too. Because not everyone's going to have, hundreds and thousands of dollars to get gaming consoles and all that, because they got other real life shit to do, just like me. I got to pay bills and all that. And I got a real life outside of YouTube that I have to live other than this, because the only reason I'm able to do videos every day is because I won't get too much personal time with it, but I will say this, because I got a lot of good ass free time on my hands half the time. And then other times when I got one of my friends coming out from Cali or something, maybe Arizona, maybe all the way on the East Coast, and they want to spend time with me for a little bit here and there, hey, I had to put the YouTube content down for a little bit and hang out with them for a while, That's just me. I got to do it myself. I don't know about you guys. It's just my view and how I live my life. But other than that, what else can I say? I don't know. Eventually, the whole gigs a rant thing, eventually there's not going to be that much memory space in this thing left. It's got to come to a limit. There's always a flaw. Anything that humanity ends up making, I'm not going to get too very subconscious with it. Very subconscious on that segment, but anything humanity makes, especially when it comes to technology, especially in this day and age, eventually it will fail. That's all I'm saying. And nothing is perfect in this world. It just isn't. Stuff makes mistakes. Humanity makes mistakes all the time. You can learn from your mistakes. Pick up your feet and do your own fucking thing. That's it. Don't let nobody else tell you otherwise, And that's pretty much all I have to say. As far as all the games on it, goes, eventually there's going to be lags. There's going to be like people hacking in other people's games. Just with that whole Splatoon thing that happened with the Wii U, it happened about a month and a half ago. There were hackers over there like hacking other people's games and all these online tournaments, like the whole Splatfest thing. There's one that was called For the Love of Money, or For the Love of Money, or For the Love of like Romance. I think it's only been going on in Japan. That's never coming here to the United States and North America, but if it does, oh man, they're gonna have a field day with that one. Nintendo's gonna be getting up the ass, so it's a lot of parents complaining about that topic. But other than that, that's all I have to say. I'm not a parent myself, but if I were to be a future father of my future kids, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna let them do whatever the hell they want, but at the same time, I'll be a little bit less strict. That's all. And that's it. Links to about down below. Annotation on the side. I don't know what you people think about it, especially if you were raised in a PC gaming. Not like I was, because consoles were my first bread and butter. And to be totally honest with you, it was just the nostalgic level. That's what it comes. That's what the price comes with being nostalgia tar. I mean, I could be a nostalgia tar if you guys want me to. It's okay. I'm 110% chill with that. And that's it. Peace out once again, bros and bros, pegasisters. We'll see you when I see you guys. Good day, have a good night. We're everywhere around the world. Don't just come over at the same time. Don't take it reckless. Keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it chill, keep it elective out there. And until then, next time, guys, peace out, ladies, goodbye. Stay tuned, more videos coming soon. Brand new videos on show almost every single day. Guys, stay in the grind, stay easy, stay safe, stay healthy, be easy, be dude yourself. Peace out. I'm out like sauerkraut. I'm going. I'm getting the hell out of here. Stay tuned for future content on this channel. As always, stay tuned for more updates. See you guys next time. Happy early Thanksgiving. Spend it with the people that you love with, if you have any. And I'm out of here. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'm gone.